Decisions.
He's trying to say it without a moan.
Decisions. No, yeah, I wasn't gonna moan. I mean, we still can moan, but also I'm celibate right now, so I'm not gonna moan. But decisions. Decisions were made, people, to not go anywhere. And we're back on a Monday. Or whenever you're listening to this episode.
So we want to give y'all new schedule.
Yeah, let's start it right out the gate, y'all.
So I'm Weezy. She's Mandii. And we're Decisions on Mondays. On Tuesdays, if you want to hear us be a little.
Just Weezy, because I'm celibate.
When Mandy's ready to she'll be available on Tuesdays.
Not she'll be available on Tuesdays.
Damn.
Horrible Decisions will be available on Tuesday.
I'm trying to sell it.
Damn.
So Monday.
Wait, what's my price? What you selling me for?
Mandii, damn.
Oh,
we're not
sorry.
even at
Go
the new
ahead. Okay,
segment.
my bad. Go ahead.
Mondays, here's your schedule. Mondays, Decisions is available on the Black Effect Network.
And wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
That's right. It's an iHeartRadio show. Will be available Mondays.
Woo.
On Tuesdays, Horrible Decisions will only be available on patreon.com/Horrible Decisions. And on Wednesday, another brand new show. You've got
Decisions.
It is going to be our listener letter, our mail segment. And every single Wednesday, we know back in the day when we were doing Horrible Decisions,
Weezy couldn't stick to the outline and we never got to y'all's letter.
You were trying to fight me down.
That's what it is. I'm like, well, damn, can we get through the outline so I can talk to the audience? But now we got just a segment just for y'all on Wednesdays.
That's right. So you can send in your questions to us, send them in a DM, send them in an email. We'll put that in the description of this episode. But every single Wednesday, we'll be digging into your questions. And we felt like y'all needed some dedicated time because we would have 3 minutes left and we're like, girl, I don't know. Anyway,
literally, there was no thought into the whole mail. And so I'm really glad you guys will get about 20 to 25 minutes of us really pulling out all the juice, all the tea.
But there was thought
all the milk.
into decisions. Mandii and I have been talking about this since about right around
June, July.
Yeah.
Summertime. So this ain't new. We ain't, by the way, someone did bring up, they was like, oh, y'all been planning this because Weezy ain't got braces on the cover art.
That's funny. We did, yeah. We've been writing our book, and if you guys got to check out the Essence article that came out last week, while we were writing the book, it was kind of like, yo, what you trying to do?
I guess let's express that to them because I know we talked about Horrible Decisions going behind the paywall, but I do want to get into our reasons 8 years later for doing this rebrand and name change. And then while you answer yours, there was a question put onto our Patreon that I would like both of us to answer because it was really interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to explain a little bit about writing this book and what led us to kind of wanting to rebrand.
Well, if you're on Patreon, you got to watch our full little commercial video we did in LA all together. And it really was simple and silly, but kind of the reasoning. So over the last 8 years, Horrible Decisions is a show exploring kinks, destigmatizing, talking about and raunchiness, and teaching people so much about what they didn't know about their personal sexuality and others, right? I think over this time of almost a decade of it, we've grown in so many ways that we realized, even the last year, we've been talking so much more about navigating non-traditional relationships. And that's where we figured out through even writing the book, damn, there's a lot of serious in this book.
Yeah.
And in between all the fun and the electrocution and all that other crazy, there is a lot of serious. So how is Horrible Decisions in alignment now with this book that we just wrote? And so that is when the discussion of a rebrand started to begin. Not to mention, y'all have known, if you're an OG listener of Horrible Decisions, that advertisements just ain't that easy when you've got in the title.
Yeah, y'all. By the way, shout out to the fans because they be like, oh, y'all really gonna get some money now. I love that y'all root for us to make more money.
Dang, that felt good.
But it's been a difficult battle with, even though we know what this brand and what Horrible Decisions has meant to so many of you and your lives and your relationships and your confidence, on the back end, it's been us fighting with advertisers and brands to even let them know, no, this is an important show. This isn't a show. There's meaning behind it. There's a lot of things behind this. And
we needed to just have a little bit of feet and a yellow cover art to feel less.
I mean, not only that, for me personally, I do think that and I've really, really, really enjoyed you guys like growing on this journey with me. But yeah, I think that I've navigated very much in the open with you guys, but I'm in a place now at 34, leaving my Jesus year, getting out of my first relationship and finally healing from that to where I'm like, damn, what does the beginning of dating and look like? How do I express that, I'm open to a non-traditional style of being with someone? I do want to shout out to Ashlyn. She said something and it really, really touched me because I was like, ooh, bitch, you right. And I want to share this on the pod. And this is a reminder to all of you listening. And it's a reminder to myself. I'm going to write this on a sticky note. She said, here's a reminder that we cannot shame ourselves into change. We can only love ourselves into growth. And I think that
a word.
I loved her. This is Ashlyn who wrote me this. And I think just from some of the Patreon content, I have been battling with, of course, working through the shame of some of the survival and decisions I made around and working through that. And I just love that she shared this. And again, that's why I love our hive. However, Weezy, this is an interesting one, and I do want us to answer this. All right. I love y'all and will watch regardless. But don't y'all think the name change is kind of walking back the purpose of the pod? It felt like the pod was about reclaiming the word and embracing our sexuality, regardless of the misogynistic society we live in. It feels like all the people who have shamed the pod and women in general are now winning. Y'all literally took the word out of it. But please tell me I'm wrong. Maybe y'all understand when the episode drops. And I literally told her, this is from Mer. And I did tell her I would respond to this and to listen to Monday's episode. So I want us to talk about
I actually wish I had something that was like more eloquent to say, but like,
oh, y'all know nothing I say is eloquent.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm walking anything, babe. I'm planning on still. Sorry. I just had a threesome in the episode right before we went behind a paywall. I mean, my life isn't changing. At the end of the day, we're trying to break down barriers and be liberating and do all this shit. And like I said in that article, got to do 17 things to make $1 million when a bitch is making 5 times that with half the listen sometimes. Yeah. We are in a place where we have grown such a community that has literally fed us out of corporate. So I'm looking to work not as hard, nigga. Like, I feel like we do a lot to be able to survive in this space. Merchandising, outreach, Patreon, crowdfunding, on top of having Black Effect. And now you even see it, double the episodes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it a buck here. Live touring, doing all of this shit. When I meet counterparts in a different world that aren't working as hard. So I know for a fact that what we're doing is amazing. It's not going to stop. You got it every Tuesday. But like, if an advertiser won't pay us $50,000 because we have whore in there, take it off.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's another thing. I know that 8 years ago, we were like reclaiming the word whore, like Black people did the N-word. And I thought that we could make it something more liberating. However, patriarchy still has us in a chokehold. And unfortunately, the negative stigma associated to that word, Weezy and I didn't have the power to change like literally what that word means in a grand scale and context. And so for that, I was just like, that word can still be liberating within the whore hive, which we still use. That is still our community. But in terms of really elevating this brand and allowing these conversations to be broader and really go outside of the whore hive, which is what we want. We don't want to be judged or shamed with the decisions we make in the bedroom or with our relationship.
Algorithmically.
Yeah, we
just so you guys
playlist,
know, we can't come up searching. Like we can't make money on YouTube.
Wait, y'all ready? We had our plaque on YouTube hit 100,000 subscribers, and literally AI and whatever fucking thing they have, our YouTube plaque says WD Pod with Mandii and Weezy because we couldn't even put WHOREible Decisions on our own plaque.
And it's like frustrating because it's such a good name.
Yeah, it is such a good name.
I mean, you know, we love puns and like the show, and honestly, thank God we're not getting rid of it.
Yeah.
But to grow, you know, we've hired a team to figure out how we can do this. Like, it's just difficult, bro. It's difficult. It's frustrating to know that people that have less views this is my lucky number right here, Mandii. Whatever I'm seeing this number and I'm talking about something, I feel like it's going to come to fruition. I'm not joking.
Okay.
So I feel like we're about to blow. But anyway,
You do blow. You're probably gonna blow tonight.
Oh my God.
Like, what do you mean
Jeez.
we're about to blow?
That is Tuesday.
That's for
Of
Tuesdays.
course you're about to blow,
But
bitch.
no, like
I'm sure you blew last night.
we can't get we pay for production of this show for video just so you guys can enjoy it. It is
Because we don't make
can't
no money on the YouTube.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and of course y'all niggas be looking at them numbers. It's our audio numbers. I do just want to say too, for
Thank
those
God
people,
for the audio numbers.
I mean,
because we up there.
But that's the thing.
Thank
that
you,
just goes
iHeart.
to show too how many people are loud and wrong. And clearly y'all were loud and wrong about us ending the show. This again, Weezy mentioned we talked about this in the fucking summertime. This has been in the making. Shout out to my marketing degree and us really planning this out strategically. I just also wanted to share with you guys a few names. That's all. Just a few names. For those of you who felt a way about our announcement and our departure and our coming back and ending the chapter and reopening another chapter, just going to give you guys some names. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Serena Williams, Cher, Jay-Z, Garth Brooks, Eminem. Y'all love these people.
Bitch, we can't sing or throw a football.
Y'all
That's why
love
they
these
mad.
people. Nah, fuck that hoe. We be on tour like these niggas in some of the same venues. Maybe, okay, let me go back. Not these venues. My bad. Let me
Not yet.
Let me see. Did Rick Ross or some of these other niggas act like they was going to retire and come back? Because what, we do be in the same venues as Rick Ross, don't
We
you?
do House of Blues, yeah.
We do, you know what I mean? You know what? Donald Trump, you bitches. I'm gonna, hold on.
No.
I'm adding that name. Let me tell you.
You made your point.
All of these individuals announced their retirement and a close of a chapter. And when them mother suckers came back, y'all voted the one nigga back in the presidency. He said he was done with politics. Y'all done got that nigga back in office.
I wonder if people thought,
hold on, 444. Y'all niggas like that album. He came back after he said he was done and dropped the album. Serena Williams, y'all still was going to the U.S. Open. When that bitch ain't there, don't nobody really go to the U.S. Open. Who we rooting for if Serena Williams ain't there? You feel me? Niggas was at the U.S. Open for Serena to retire again. Eminem, y'all let that nigga back in the Super Bowl. He retired.
that pilgrim.
He's a pilgrim?
No, you ain't.
Eminem is a pilgrim?
You ain't heard when you never seen that tweet where it's like, this girl like me and my nigga, and they're like, well, he's white, so he's your pilgrim.
Oh, pilgrim. Okay, yes. Sorry, you be calling the white guys.
You gotta say
white niggas.
You gotta say white.
I'm never calling a nigga a white nigga.
So you just gonna call Eminem a nigga then?
I didn't just say he a nigga. I said Eminem.
No, you didn't.
Did I call him? I said the N-word for Eminem?
Mandii, I don't think you can hold it back.
No.
I think the way that
I love calling people crackers. So I would rather call him a cracker than a nigga.
Okay, well, you did.
With our Florida ass. Anywho, I just want y'all to know, we did not mean to play with your emotions. However, Rihanna been said she ain't giving you no more music and y'all are begging for it.
Oh, yeah. But
she retired, y'all. Y'all not getting a song from her.
You can't compare us to Jay-Z and Rihanna. Let them be mad.
Bitch, you got me fucked up.
Okay.
Do you know how many times you sat up here and said, I'm the Beyonce? Bitch, we is gonna sit here and compare ourselves.
That's where I am.
Mind you, we had over 25,000 comments and 1,000 fucking think pieces from all of our peers. Ooh, y'all was wrong. Anyways, I just want y'all to know that I love the audience, and I take it in stride that you guys actually do view us like a Jay-Z and a Serena, because baby, we was in y'all's mouths, y'all was in the comments. We are as big as them, bitch.
And
Can you stop trying to make it? I don't like that you're trying to be humble like we not them girls. What other podcast? What do they talk about?
And you sold out a show yesterday.
And we sold out. Hold on. Wait. On a Tuesday, bitch.
Got the club going up.
Uh-huh.
On a Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't even think Tuesday
and we did, hold on.
Day.
Niggas used their PTO and flew in. Half of the audience on
crazy.
a Tuesday was not even from New
Texas,
York, bro.
London, LA.
Bro, I don't know why they kept Jersey and Connecticut. Bro, hold on.
Shout out to the girl that really came up and was like, I had a really long commute. I'm in New York by myself.
For my first time.
By myself for the first time. We were like, where you from, girl? She said Jersey.
Don't do that. Connecticut, Jersey, y'all, I don't want to hear it.
But
when I lived in the Bronx, I used to be able to talk to a nigga in Connecticut because they was closer than a nigga in Brooklyn.
That's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Nah, that ass.
No, Sony Hall was...
Hall was incredible. I do want to shout out to all of the fans, all of the WHOREible members, everyone who made sure to be a part of that very, very, very special night. It was cute.
It was. And Mandii and I, I don't know, it's funny because I saw something like, oh, maybe they got back together real quick. It just decided they was going to break up and then didn't. I'm like, and did one night only?
I will say that us having that show, and this is why I know
That was really fun.
y'all don't listen to them because they're still a big pot in our space. But Queen's Flip called me before we went on stage because they knew we had a show and they were like, wait, I thought it was over. Niggas called me on air on the Joe Budden podcast to talk about what the fuck is going on with us. And I'm like, this is too where, Joe, you be loud and wrong. And this is where, as other podcasters too, don't listen to that nigga. He is entertainment. He be lying. They called and I was like, yeah, nigga, rebrand, decisions, horrible behind a paywall. Then Flip thought we went behind on Patreon because of Joe. And I said, actually.
Wait, what? Why?
Weezy and I have been on Patreon since 2017. Clock it. In terms of where we've been on Patreon, I think I wanted, like, he tried to think that we were trying to copy a Joe Budden model.
We literally
told Andrew Schultz about Patreon. So I want y'all to know, us going behind Patreon, if you decide to become a Patreon member and really get into Horrible Decisions, you guys will have content dating back to 2017.
Bro, I'm going to be like very honest with you. I'm going to say this quick because now I'm a little irritated.
Yeah.
I am really out of the podcast sphere. I know a lot of people have made jokes about me saying that as a podcast studio owner, but I kind of find it to be infectious. I really kind of hate it. And to think that we've taken anything from someone when I've literally watched one of our games at live. I've actually seen the shit we do at 3 live shows. I've continuously seen podcasts that are bigger than us do things that
we've done.
Right.
The merch. By the way, we had a call with Patreon. Patreon even allowing merch to be a part of tiers came from, they literally said on the phone, we saw what you guys were doing with giving merch to patrons and we added it to the platform.
It's just
that's how long we have been on Patreon, that they've integrated stuff that we started 8 years ago.
Bro, I might take a dress, an outfit, a little style tip from a bitch, but I ain't never had to do that with Horrible. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this show, 8 years is a long fucking time. You can check your favorite pods and see when they started. And I've never had to steal shit from a bitch. But here's the thing. When you are a listener of a certain pod, you think anything you hear somewhere else has been influenced. People really aren't free thinkers.
No, they're not.
People don't. Someone asked me where the fuck I took my black and white nails from. Like, everybody thinks it's going to come from somewhere else. And fortunately, being that this brand is so long-standing, well, technically, it's episode 1, it's going to always...
Nah, it's episode 399, but we're going to talk about it.
Well, I mean, first episode
we going,
decisions.
We going. I want y'all to know there's like 600 episodes of content that we've put out,
and this is not to say other people aren't tastemakers. Of course. Having been the first Spotify podcast, shout out to Rory and Mal too. Those 3 people doing that is very important culturally for Black people in podcasting.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean because someone's bigger that we've ever taken something.
Yeah.
The way that we've been able to stand on our 2 feet and create and still ground break with things just because you may not have listened to this show before is monumental for us and other women in the space and Black women in the space. And I can tell you right now, to be in Cannes for that international festival, Loins, and
which we're going to be at again in 2025.
And have iHeart and partners of iHeart talk about what we've created, sit on panels. Nigga, I ran a fucking division at Audible. The jobs I've fucking had just because I did this podcast. You're not going to tell me because you're a nigga on the internet that I ain't shit.
Oh, period.
Like, it just...
You can't say that we trash. And I still got more money in my 401k than y'all niggas making about 2 years combined. But I ain't gonna get it because y'all was pocket watching like a bitch. And a bitch over here got money and got some things coming. But also, wait.
Black or fake.
Thank you, Black or fake. But also, it's not over. We do have another announcement coming.
We do?
Next week.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, we have another announcement coming. So sorry, get your heart palpitations back right, bitches.
Okay.
And we back with the good shit. But we are about to give y'all...
One announcement we don't have.
What?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh.
That's all.
Well, not yet. You fucked last night. You could be. No? Are you ovulating or anything?
I did. He did come in my...
See?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my God.
Of course he did. What? Bitch, you talk about cream pieing all the time.
Oh, my God, Mandii.
Tuesdays.
Wait.
What?
When he got you sunflowers...
Yes.
That was... I did mention, like, after... I was like, oh, like... He was like, does Mandii like anything? Because I literally told him sunflowers after they were in his hand.
Oh, after they were in his hand. Yeah, because then they told me the real tea.
Yeah,
Vinny then
confirmed with
hit
Kristen.
my best friend and hit my assistant And I love that.
I wanted to make sure there were sunflowers, but I can't believe.
You know what it makes me think? That you don't fucking listen. Do you know how much I've talked about these goddamn getting ugly flowers from my ex?
No, wait. I know your favorite flower is sunflower.
Sunflower.
But I just felt like, what if I'm wrong and this bitch gets really mad again before we get on stage?
No. I just don't like funeral home flowers, but I would have accepted funeral home flowers from your nigga. Like, I would have accepted that. But I'm not accepting funeral home flowers from my nigga on Valentine's Day. And look, now you triggering me. Let's get into hypothetically speaking, bitch. What we doing? Our new segment.
So Mandii and I, over the years, have had so many times, if you were at Sony Hall, we talked about this, where we've been like, how much would you do this for? What if this? What if that? And so many different icebreakers with guests. And we thought, why not do this every week?
I think, by the way, if y'all go back and listen to how much we would take to get shitted on or pissed on, those numbers were outrageous and not even real. Because you've definitely gotten pissed on for free.
Wow.
I got pissed on for
not for love, bitch.
And there's no price
She said for love.
Speaking of love, bitch. Oh, what did Wolf call me a hotep because I got this new tattoo. We decided.
It is very, I'm not going to lie, all that shit that you talked about, waist bead hoes, this nigga eating and whatever, you is her. You got to stop talking about, you got a whole septum, you got this little tat, you were giving hotep, bitch.
Me and Mommy decided to take one of our tats that we liked, right? So I have art on my stomach. He stole that. And I took the lines on his neck.
But you been wanting this. You said that on the podcast.
A line on my neck?
Bitch, you been saying you wouldn't want, you been saying that. Probably since you first met him and then you wanted it. So
I wanted to steal it. Well, when he first met me.
So then you said, oh, I'm going to steal yours and then you can take this one. Girl, you been wanting this.
I thought I was doing something so original. Y'all, I was at the tattoo shop. I was like, oh, I know people get each other's names, but have you ever seen someone steal another tattoo and brand them? So they were like, yeah, bitch, all the time. I thought we were doing something so amazing. I wanted to fucking draw it in the sand. I wanted to do it on a full moon. I was like, let's use the same needle. I was acting crazy, bitch.
Oh, God.
Blood brothers.
Full moon and shit. Bro, I never want to hear you talk about hoteps in a negative.
No, because I'm going to eat dairy.
No.
Eat cheese.
No. That's vegans. I'm talking about hoteps.
No,
you that.
hotep be in it too.
No. You are the waist bead girl.
Oh, smell them. No,
don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Aluminum.
Don't do that. Every other which way. So you are a hotep that wears aluminum deodorant. That's it.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of something.
But everything else is you.
I say nigga.
They say nigga. With they friends.
They feel like they should.
They just don't say it on the internet.
Hold on, wait. What else hoteps do?
There are black women that use waist beads, by the way.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? We know.
Yeah.
No, but she's a hotep. She's the same person that she be talking shit about.
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Anyway, let's do
I go
hypothetical.
to too many raves to be a hotep. I do shit that they would.
No, hoteps
be in the raves
hoteps
too.
be at the raves, bro.
They be
hoteps be like, black people started this music. That's you.
Whatever, bitch.
Okay.
Hypothetically speaking.
Oh
shit, that's right. Okay, I made it up because I felt like.
Yeah, but you did this outline.
Okay, I like this one. So, would you rather have to watch before you have a mind-blowing orgasm a 5-minute clip of your partner and their ex sharing a very intimate moment? Could be sex, could be kissing, could be affirmations of them saying, I love you.
Okay.
Before your orgasm, or be celibate for a year. Mind you, every time you receive an orgasm, you have to watch a clip of the person that you're having it with someone else.
Or wait.
Or
so
choose celibacy for a year.
Do I have an orgasm and then I'm celibate for a year?
No. Every time, in the year that you're fucking, every time you fuck, you have to watch that person with someone else in a video.
Does everything go back to normal after 1 year?
Yes.
Oh. I'll be celibate for a year.
Damn.
Now,
bro, I'm not watching a 5-minute clip every time. I know at least twice. 5, that's 10 minutes.
Hold on, wait, you suck that bitch toes?
I'm not going to lie. I'm fine with it.
What?
If I know that relationship is over, me getting a peek into maybe how you showed up for your ex would kind of be
recent. Trying to get
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Seeing that you were a good guy.
Okay, can we remember that also I'm someone who, only because I saw it recently get a spark of virality, but when I talked about me being okay with my partner watching my friend's OnlyFans page, or if she was a porn star.
Not as
our episode. So to me though, I'm not gonna lie. If
an intimate moment, sharing, I love. What if you heard the same shit?
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
You're the only person.
Oh, I done said the same shit to niggas before. You know how much I take niggas to the same restaurant?
Right, but you don't think that will start to infect your brain?
I take
That's
them
not
to
the
the
same
same
thing.
restaurant,
That's not the
same bar. Oh, nah. But I had to check this one bartender. Nigga said, where Big Man at? Bro, this ain't Big Man, so why the fuck you doing that?
Damn.
Bro, he called it out. And I'm like, because I started bringing my new niggas to the bar I like. And the motherfucking bartender was like, what happened to Big Man? Can you
Maybe
not
he
say
thought
that?
it was your homeboy?
No, he knew Big Man was,
No, maybe he thought they was your homeboy.
which is bad, because then, dang, did he look gay? No, nigga, I'm on a date. Why are you bringing up my ex while I'm here with another nigga? What you doing? Like, bartenders. Hey, hold on. Let me talk to y'all real quick. Bartenders, servers, hostess with the most. Hold on. Bottle girls.
Wait.
People in the front of the club. Nah, I'm talking to y'all real quick. If you see me if you see me come to your establishment a lot with a certain person, and then I show up with another person, do not ask about the motherfucker who is not with me.
Oh, wait.
It is not, hold on. It ain't your business. And the person that I'm with now you done made it awkward.
They trying to be funny.
I don't think it is appropriate. Hold on. Because, bitch, he lucky he got a tip that night. I do not think it is appropriate.
Yeah, you fuck about shit up.
If you sit here and ask me about where the gentleman is when I'm sitting here with another gentleman, baby, let me get my shit off. This is why we had to have this goddamn podcast. Because what if both of them my nigga? Now you making it awkward. They both know
We're
about
gonna talk
each
about
other.
one on horrible and one on decisions.
You know what I mean? Like, no. I'm going to still talk about the same men.
By the way, you just made me think of a memory. This one my nigga thought I was really crazy. We were dating for a few months, and he recommended this spot in Brooklyn. I'm like, have you ever been there? He said, no. Cool. We walk in. I had to go to the bathroom really bad. When I got out of the bathroom, he's like, I didn't like this table. Let's move over there. So waitress comes up and she goes, oh, hello again. And I said, hello again. Nigga, you been here before? And he was like, no, I was just sitting over there. I was like, no. That hello again sounded like you be in this motherfucker.
You just wanting to argue. The way you really just be extra, why?
Because why you gonna tell me you ain't never been somewhere, but the bitch said hello again? Now she coming back with the motherfucking toppers and the bread. And I'm like, I'm finna ask this hoe. Have you seen him before?
I wouldn't be mad.
I'm not mad if you've been here before. Don't lie to me, nigga.
I'm not mad if a nigga even, no, I ain't gonna hold you. Back to the hypothetical. If an orgasm is the orgasm that I be like craving, like that's really good, because I do prefer orgasming over not orgasming. Let's be very clear. If all I gotta do is watch you with your ex for 5 minutes before we fuck for about 2 hours, give me that 5 minutes.
Now I'm gonna start thinking you want that hoe.
No, that's not what the hypothetical was. You're just watching your last relationship.
But that's what I'm saying, bitch. If I gotta see that every time I'm about to fuck, I'm gonna start thinking about this bitch every day.
Oh, your bad for spiraling. Hey, your bad. Like, see?
No, that's fair.
Like, it's
not fair. They are broken up and we together and the orgasms are for me.
I'm not having this dude being part of my relationship.
Yeah, because now that's
especially
all
me
he
after
sees.
I nut.
Now Adam about to start calling, oh, this pussy good, Frank.
I would never
Frank.
call someone another name.
What if the ex was
Wait, why would?
Because he watching the ex every time he about to fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all doing the most.
Anyway.
Give me my orgasm for a little clip.
Now, in our new episodes, we are going to start doing reactionary clips. We're going to start giving you our thoughts immediately when we see a video.
That's right.
Now, since the holidays are coming and Thanksgiving just passed, I saw this and I was like, I don't really like this dude, Dan Bilzerian, but I don't know his name for real.
What is that?
Bilzerian, whatever's his name. Dan what? The
Who
rich
are you
white
talking
nigga.
about?
Dan Bilzerian.
Why you think I know a rich white nigga?
You've seen him before.
Named Dan? Who is that? Who is? Do you know who she's?
Just watch the clip.
Okay. Do you want me to play it? Okay, we're gonna play the clip.
Okay, wait. Then we can play it right now. Okay, perfect. Here it is.
I took 4 girls home for Christmas vacation and, introduced them all to my fucking family and parents and took turns fucking them. It's like, that was not a normal family dynamic, but that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I fucking did. And it's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, you'll figure out what you like, what you don't like, but don't let society tell you what to do. Don't let your friends, influence you.
I love this clip.
Okay.
Look, I knew we were gonna have different thoughts on this. When I saw you pick this clip, I knew you was gonna be phony.
Cause I
knew you was gonna be phony.
What's phony?
I just knew you was gonna be phony. I just wanted to use that word, but I knew you wasn't gonna like it. But I'm like, but you're very non-traditional in the things that you do. So okay, I just know your take. So go ahead and be problematic real quick.
As someone
and
that's been in a throuple, if you used to listen,
yes,
I was in a throuple. My mom was accepting of it, right?
Yes.
My Scissor's mom wouldn't have been.
Okay.
Beard Bay's dad was. I don't know if his mom knew, but like out of the three of us, if someone had a family member that wasn't accepting, which I would assume Scissors, yeah, I think it was her. If her parents were like, we don't want to see the two of them on Christmas, and she wanted to be with her family, I absolutely think she'd be in her right to do so. I also think it's understandable. I think that sometimes we push it a little bit. Now, when it comes to queerness and things like that, I'm not saying that. But bringing a polycule to Christmas, I do think that you got to ease people in. And for him saying like, fuck it, this is the life I want to live. Like, I don't think it's family or fuck it when it comes to having a lifestyle that may be a little much for them. Like, I just kind of believe in old people. If you're in your fourth quarter, I'm not going to push my wild shit on you. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. You know what?
And again, decisions, we will be talking about how we navigate non-traditional relationships.
Yeah.
And so as someone that's been non-monogamous, as we both have been talking like this for 8 years.
Yes.
I actually still have that opinion.
I don't. And here's why. Listening to this, the reason why I loved him saying it is not that he's forcing his lifestyle onto these. I'm bringing loved ones around it for a family weekend gathering, holiday, whatever. I am bringing my partners who you may only not accept because of the dynamic of our relationship. That to me is not even near or close to the way in which you accept the abuser that I've been married to show up. We've been together as a 2-person dynamic. You know he lay his hands on me. You know he's not a good father, but you accept a nigga who's actually not a good person in so many other dynamics. And he's allowed around because that's my husband. That's my boyfriend. That's the father to my child.
I feel like you're going extreme.
No,
though.
I'm not going extreme. The idea that it's so uncomfortable for a family dynamic or friends to accept how I choose to be in a loving relationship.
Well, maybe because this clip wasn't loving.
No.
I chose to fuck 4 girls on Christmas.
But that means I love these. These is my bitches, and if I want to fuck on Christmas and them hoes ain't on their period, I'm fucking. Or even if they on their period, I'm fucking.
I was like, ooh,
to
Mandii.
me, but to me, he's fucking his partners on the holidays. Those are his partners. I think to me, we have accepted far too long actually bad partners that still get to come around. That don't pay the bills, that abuse, that use, that are genuinely not good people. But because you're in a dynamic, now your father, your cousin, we often accept that person even though we don't like them, even though that they don't treat you well. This idea that we can accept them fucked up people, but you can't accept me coming in with 2 people that I love. You loved those 2 people and they didn't abuse you. When you were in that throuple, it was a really healthy, loving dynamic. This idea that I'm forcing it onto you, I'm not. I'm bringing my friends around. I'm bringing people that love me around.
I do think forcing is when you say, take it or leave it. I think you're giving an ultimatum. And I think that's the issue with a lot of scenarios in which people are talking to. For me, it's elders, right? And maybe I'm speaking from a place of where my parents are older, so I kind of get it. And luckily, my mom is so whatever, right? Right now, literally, my mom in my LA crib lives above me. And so when I said we had a date with a girl who's coming over for dinner, my mom is like, okay, fine.
Do you not think it's a take it or leave it when the whole family knows that this person is doing awful things to you, but because he's your partner, you're still going to bring him on?
I think you're giving a hypothetical that isn't there.
No. I'm saying to me, and again,
just because someone's a good person doesn't necessarily mean that means your family has to accept them super fast. Like, yes.
No, me neither. But the idea that my partner's period can't come over because of the dynamic of the relationship. If I'm in a monogamous relationship with just one other person, yet y'all know he's a fucked up person or she's a fucked up person.
But why does it have to be that?
Well,
leave that out of it for a second.
No, to me, that's the dynamic.
No. Say this. Say that just like this situation. Christmas comes.
Yeah.
You have 3 boyfriends.
Yeah.
Your mom's like, I don't want that. I don't want you to bring her.
But why?
Maybe it makes her uncomfortable. Maybe it's religious shit. Maybe she doesn't want to see you in this. I don't know. I'm cool with it. My mom is cool with it. But I'm talking about if she wasn't. I would not give up my relationship with my mom because I'm in a non-traditional relationship. I would have a separate relationship with my family and hope they come around. But I think the do or die, it's too bad. If you don't like it, I'm not coming. It's kind of off.
No, I mean, and I hear you. but I don't think you're hearing my parallel. To me, the idea that we accept awful partners because they're in a traditional relationship. That's my thing. To me, it is a take it or leave it. I think a parent could be like, yo, I don't like your partner. He's an awful person. Don't bring him around. I think that's the same way as you're uncomfortable with the fact that my partner's an abuser. Same parallel to you're uncomfortable with the dynamics of a non-traditional relationship. To me, it is a take it or leave it. I think everyone has the right to. My problem is,
I guess because one is actually
my problem
harmful.
is, one is actually harmful. I actually don't like this person. The other is just based on how I choose to live my life. One is judging, and the other is like, oh, so you're only accepting my partner because we're in a traditional relationship. And I guess here's my problem: the normalization of us being in abusive relationships, relationships with cheaters, relationships with people that actually do harm to us. That being accepted over non-traditional relationships, to me, has to be dismantled.
I guess if that was the case, but for me, it's like, I don't know, just kind of watching a little bit of the difference in dynamics with one family being cool, one not.
Like him fucking his 3 girlfriends, I don't think happened at the fucking Thanksgiving Day table. Like, he fucked them in the room or at the hotel or whatever. Like, I do think that, again, we talked about, or we are going to talk about PDA and how I like portray it. I don't think you should be tonguing down your girlfriend and boyfriend in front of your family.
Right.
But I don't think I'd be telling niggas to get a room all the time. I think it's inappropriate in a monogamous relationship. So to me, I think there are levels of respecting people within the dynamics of your relationship. But nah,
I guess
bruh,
for me, sometimes when we have what people think are radical thoughts, and I would say it's radical to have 3 girlfriends. I do think that. Maybe
niggas have 3 girlfriends all the time.
maybe do they know about each other?
Oh, the family do. The family done met them all. What you talking about? Like, so I can't bring all 3 of my girlfriends over like y'all ain't met all 3 of them already?
I'm just saying, I think when something's slightly radical, that
I want it to not be radical anymore. I think
but
that's
it
why
is. That's
why we gotta have these conversations. Decisions, bitch. Y'all need to make the decisions. You want to accept that your son and daughter gonna have multiple partners, or you want to accept your partner being with an abuser? And I know, yes, extremes, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
damn, bitch. Eddie, what would you do if you had 2 girlfriends and your family said, "Hey, this Christmas, like we don't want to see both them bitches." Like,
I wouldn't see my family.
I would go see my family.
Me too.
For sure.
Without your partners?
Absolutely.
You know what? If you guys want to go to our Patreon,
Mandii said,
we did a really interesting breakdown on the Gerard Carmichael show, and it was very Truman-like. But we both had a difference in opinion around him coming out and him forcing his sexuality onto his parents, and so y'all can see the dynamics there. And I think it may be actually
and I said forcing, by the way, because he was sharing photos with the dad. I found that to be inappropriate.
No, I mean I wouldn't show my mom photos of.
I felt like Gerard's gayness was, and I really hated that episode because when I think back on it, I'm like, damn, I'm not saying that like he should accept his parents not loving him. I just meant we got to dial it back with like, I'm doing this here. Like, for example, me telling my mom I'm gay. Here's my girlfriend Scissors. It's very different from being like, look, this is this is that, this is the app.
You were saying the same thing. The same way I think you should be able to exist.
That was what Gerard was doing.
You can exist in a non-traditional relationship without displaying like being over the top with it, right? I don't know. To me, if y'all don't like the way I choose to receive love, yeah, fuck y'all. I ain't coming. I don't like y'all the way y'all cook anyway. Now I gotta sit here and be around a whole bunch of niggas. Like, family is not, to me, and I've said this, my friends come first. The way I live life, I'm not going to have y'all sit here and dictate who I'm with, how I love, how I receive love, because y'all are too ignorant to unlearn the things that I think genuinely need to be unlearned.
I think that this is also something else too, right? We're from a different era. I don't know if my family necessarily hates me, but if it's going to take them time, I'm going to allow and give them grace for time.
Yeah, but you have older parents. Y'all, my parents.
I think 50s, 60s too. I understand. That's still a different era. Dude, polyamory, even 20 years ago. Like, I actually do think to give people grace.
I hate that hoe.
Grace?
Grace. I don't know why we be bringing that bitch up.
You even talked about it with the horror. Have you
I said it to them, but I don't like that Grace. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that hoe. Grace don't need to come around all the time.
Girl,
tell that hoe back up.
Honestly, this whole conversation, when you
I love
asked
it.
me if I would be in a throuple again, is why I said no. I am
Oh,
dating an
because-
African man.
Oh, and you know his family gonna judge. Wait, maybe not. They're used to having multiple
I don't think
wives.
they're going to judge, but
You
Oh
can
my God.
like Africans be
mean,
having big families.
they do. But I'm like literally just, his family's great. I'm not saying that his family wouldn't accept it. I'm just saying like just seeing again, being part of a big family. I only have 2.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, kids, all this stuff. Like I can understand people, and some of them are religious. I can understand, like you still want to have your family dynamic without Xing them out because you guys don't agree on things.
I love that for you.
This ain't like they're
cancel them
fucking
hoes.
Trumpers. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we don't agree on stuff and there is something that's too much for you. Fine. Like I don't want to ever push. You have to remember, we're looking at it like love. They look at it like sexuality.
You know what I actually realized the difference between us? And maybe because you have that small dynamic of a family unit. What I've learned, and maybe because this is how my mom was, coming from an abusive dynamic with her growing up. Once I was able to view family members as the adults and humans that they are, I no longer grant them the grace of because they are family members. I think we allow family members to get away with a lot of awful behavior and bullshit rhetoric because they're family.
True, I agree.
No, I think that's why I have a strained relationship with my sister, my dad, my great grandfather. Like there's a lot of strained relationships because of how they show up as humans that I don't fuck with. And so if I don't fuck with how you are as a human being, fuck family, bro. That blood is thicker than water bullshit. Bitch, that's science. I don't know how thick blood is. That shit be thin when it come out my goddamn coochie.
I guess
unless
when
it clot,
you've
then
had
that should be a little thick.
disappointment. Like I am talking about, I don't know, a family that you'd want to spend a holiday with, I guess.
I don't even want to spend it with them. That's why I was with the Sanders family.
Anyway,
Shout out to DeAndre and Quee.
Sex history.
And Miss Carolyn.
Damn, bitch.
Okay, sex history,
She
y'all.
was like, fuck all them niggas. Sex history.
Damn, I say that a lot. Fuck them kids, fuck family, fuck everybody.
We need to get you some dick.
No, I'm waiting for the aliens. Well, no, then I got mad, bitch. They said they was here.
You want alien dick?
No, because then I'm mad. They said that it was really them niggas like in the ocean. So I feel like it really is octopus. I thought they was going to be aliens that look like people.
No.
I don't want to fuck an octopus, bro. That shit pissed me off. Not the aliens being in the ocean.
A lot of hands to fuck.
I don't want that.
You wouldn't take 8 dicks over one?
I want 8 dicks. I don't want 8 tentacles. What I'm saying, I'll take an alien.
Sure you don't want tentacles,
No.
buddy?
No.
Because if we go back to horrible,
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Ago,
I
like you said
it's alien dick, but
You
now I see
said
why they look like octopus.
I would
tentacles.
like
but
to-
I literally said I don't want them to have the tentacles. Like I don't want the suction cup.
Anyway, girl.
Go, girl. Sex history. What we talking about?
So
You want to be gay so bad? Let's go. Go.
I can have a new lesbian tattoo. Nah, we are going to be talking every single week about sex history, digging into something that we all know. It could be BDSM. It could be lesbians. It could be homophobia. It could be fucking Christmas. It could be anything. Digging into the sexual history of it. And sometimes the history may go back to early 2000s. And in this case, it's far back.
You taking us like before Christ or after death? The way I had to look up what BC and AD stood for,
I
bitch.
knew BC after death.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't for real me, nigga.
But you had history class.
She just said she ain't know what AD meant.
You get a new phone.
You didn't know what AD meant either?
And it's not Anthony Davis.
Hello. Okay. So, lesbianism. I wanted to get into the sex history of homosexuality between women because many times when we're talking about gayness, it's men. We talk about Greeks, how they was fucking in their ass. But during the Mesopotamia area, which is 1700 BC,
before Christ,
when people were doing some gay shit together, we didn't see lesbians. We saw woman-man, which was gender non-confirming individual. So what I started to look up was that basically we can't figure out who lesbians were because they may have been butch.
Wait, no.
Yes, literally, they could have been women that just wanted to have a masculine appearance. So in Mesopotamia, when they said woman man, they're just like, oh, is this someone who's trans or just someone who was more masculine? That's why you don't see any lesbian relationships in that era for them.
I think also based on the science that took place in like the 1940s and 50s, I think leaning into religion they viewed sex for women as just a reproductive act because they wanted them to be moms and wives and that's it.
Right.
But also, it took a long time for society to actually even realize that we were sexual beings that craved sex.
Hysteria, the
Like,
vibrator.
literally.
We'll dig into that.
Well, for sure.
Now, this one I love. Near and dear to my heart. So in China, Chinese early history shows that sexual activity between women was accepted and actively encouraged. This is important because throughout history, homosexuality is shunned, right? No Christmas dinner for you, you little whore.
Man, all that sodomy, they was dicking each other down in the goddamn Bible.
So female same-sex relationship were described as a special term. I love this. Douchey. Literally.
I don't like that at all.
Douchey. Maybe it's douchey.
Maybe it's
literally
cheat.
meaning.
Is it cheat? How is it
paired
spelled?
eating.
How's it spelled?
D-U-I-S-H-I.
No, I don't like that. Don't say
Like
it like
sushi.
douche, though.
Well, it means paired eating, possibly referring to cunnilingus. So literally the term breaks down as to eating at the same time. Bitch, that's nasty.
69 with some
So,
coochie.
When the government started getting into different ruling and having discussions amongst homosexual women, this to me was crazy. There is a text that talks about the daughter of a slave from a handbook called Dong Zui, 5th century, describing their contact. And the women are practicing scissoring. This is the first time that scissoring has ever been discussed in history. It is in Chinese text from the 5th century. It is called, translated, the paired dance of the female phoenixes.
This makes sense. I feel like Asians do the most scissoring because I heard their men dicks be small anyway. So they probably scissor with men too.
Oh, true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably
yes,
a way
that's science.
Is that science?
No, bitch, I'm trying to be funny.
Oh, but I did hear that the penises over there aren't that big. And so scissoring might be a thing that women realize they like because
they got to rub on that
They got to rub on that little dick.
Actually, that's a good point.
Now, this I'm just making this up, but I feel like it would make sense.
Now, here's some people that couldn't stand y'all homosexuals, including me. In India, ancient times, they called it a disease. So basically what was going on with the lesbians, right? In the 2nd and 3rd centuries, they were having fines if they engaged in ayoni, which is non-vaginal sex, which basically means scissoring or homosexual sex. Because they could.
What was the fine?
It doesn't say what the fine was.
I ain't gonna lie. You know how sometimes you see a parking spot and you're not supposed to be
like
there.
$30, whatever.
But you look at the fine and it's like, bitch, I'm gonna park here anyway.
I'm gonna eat
like,
that.
I think the fine.
I'm gonna eat that $65.
I'm not gonna lie. The fine matters. Like, if you gonna fine me $1,000, I might actually have to think. But if you only gonna fine me $25, I would eat some pussy for that fine.
Me too.
Like, the fine,
and according to
the fine price matters.
To the 1st century legal text called the Manusmriti, there is a very small fine upon sex between non-virgin women. However, one who manually deflowers a virgin, so if you were fingering a bitch, you were sentenced to the loss of 2 fingers.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not that person to finger pussy if I gotta lose 2 of my fingers.
Girl, if 2 virgins are caught doing the doer, they would have to pay double the girl's dowry and given 10 whiplashes. The Manusmriti fails to provide punishment for oral and manual sex like scissoring.
Wait a second. This one's
1st century AD in India.
So this one
First
is
century in
so
India.
this punishment during this time is
if you finger
a dowry, so it's a fine.
Double the dowry and 10 whiplashes.
I ain't gonna hold you. I like to be spanked. Again, what is my dowry? What is double it? Like, if I only got a $10 dowry, it go to $20, and then you got to spend.
Bitch, what if you only making pennies on $1 back then?
Oh, see, now you're talking about inflation. I'm literally talking about if I had to deal with these type of like punishments today, would I give up eating coochie or fingering coochie for the sake of punishment? And these punishments outside of the cutting off of my 2 fingers, because I like my rings, and then I wouldn't be able to wear my rings if I'm missing 2 fingers. I'm not mad at the fines or the whiplashes.
Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm really thinking about these punishments.
She said, I need to wear my jewelry. Okay, so last one.
Yes.
In Thailand. We love it, Thailand.
Here we go.
So, what'd I do?
Oh,
was that fucked up?
the way that
Sawadika.
That's crazy.
Hold on, when I speak Spanish, I like to do it a little.
I think it's all racist.
Is it?
It's very problematic.
Oh, but when I do French, it ain't.
If you could keep doing these accents, I'm finna bring back the M word and the R word.
Bitch, not on decisions. Decisions you ain't, bitch. We need this money.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
You better put that on the paywall.
Okay,
You want to call
shit over there.
shit, believe that. Sorry. Okay. So
what did you just say? Okay, don't say it again.
Fidget spinner. So in Thailand, when they talk about homosexuality in Thai history, it literally means to play with friends when they talked about lesbians. And one of the earliest references was from a king, I swear to God, Mandii, I don't know how to say this, Boromarananakanat, who reigned in 1448, did penalize lesbian relationships in the palace. But the women that were penalized with each other.
I don't like the way you say penalized.
With whipping.
That's another word. We might have to work on you.
So there were royal harems.
You say penalized? No, I say penalized.
Y'all, Edit said Mandii just horny.
I'm not horny. I am celibate.
Penalized because the patriarchy, bitch.
No, see, I don't like that. It's penalized.
No, it's not fun. But anyway, so the Thai people, even though they was cool with it a little bit, playing with friends, they made them whip each other. I thought that was so hot.
I'm not mad at that either.
That's a little bit about lesbianism in the early days. I can tell you in 2024, honey, it's been hot for me. Have you been gay this year?
Yeah, bitch. I dated the couple and I ate her pussy like crazy.
You ate that Asian pussy, huh?
I did. Filipino, don't do that. I don't like. It's a difference. Filipino, don't do that.
I didn't say Watashi was stop.
No, but I don't like that. You said Asian like Asian.
No, she said Filipino.
But don't do that. Don't do that. She don't even talk like that.
I'm sure she don't. I'm just saying.
She knew all of the verses to Cameron's, what is it? Is you sucking or not? Is you fucking or not?
A black dude.
Okay. No, well, that wasn't her first, clearly, and she was cool. In the Philippines,
she let it
they cool, bro. They know English. Like, hey, I fuck with the Filipinos.
What? Filipino karaoke, that's their shit.
Bro, I don't like that.
What are you talking about?
Just don't talk about the Filipinos like that.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen them niggas sing down?
I love
don't let a motherfucker get Celine Dion.
So don't just call them Asian, because they not just Asian. They Filipino.
Anyway. You know what? We're trying to be like, come give us our ad money. And here we go. Gotta cut all this Asian shit out.
No, we're not. We're keeping it all in.
I know we are. So we hope Panda Express and all of the other Asian companies will continue to do advertising.
You make it worse.
I'm talking about Asian shit I know.
Listen, the way I just am scared for them to add them goddamn tariffs on my Shein, bitch.
Wait, let me see. What Asian
I just want it to still remain $2.
Biggest Asian owned
Keep
company.
them motherfuckers working. No, I'm sorry.
Let me summon these niggas because I'm trying to get some money.
No, we're gonna go. Anyways, guys, every Monday now you can listen to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Decisions is here to stay. Right here, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Tuesday,
Walmart, nigga.
I'm doing the ad. We're not, bro. I'm trying to tell people where they can listen.
Oh, Walmart Chinese. Sorry.
Okay. Tuesdays, you can listen to the very raunchy, the very X-rated, the show that you've grown to love, Horrible Decisions, over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/horrible decisions. And then join us Wednesday for You Got
Decisions.
You didn't do it as cool as we did in the
Hopefully they sound
You Got Decisions every Wednesday, where we answer your listener letters. Make sure that you send them over to decisionspod@gmail.com. Pussies, hoes, we out.
Oh, December 16th. Take your ass to Instagram.
Because we got an announcement. Pussy ass hoes.
You want to do it a third time?
Pussy ass hoes. Bye, bitches. If you are a patron member, that's right, go on over to patreon.com/horrible decisions. That's where you can get all of the X-rated, raunchy discussions about sex. It's bonus, bitches.
Welcome back, y'all. Another episode of our Patreon, Horrible Decisions.
That's right. The only place where you can now watch Horrible Decisions.
How crazy is that?
I know, it's kind of crazy.
We gave y'all niggas a gratis.
It's kind of crazy. 8
años.
I'm here for it.
I think we're worth the $5.
You said what?
I think we're worth $5.
Yeah.
I like slinging my fucking threesome story for $5.
I think we're worth $5. I mean, I'll say, and I don't know if we've talked about it yet or where I'm at with what I'm sharing, what I'm not sharing. Sexually, I don't know yet because the bitch not having sex. But I did want to like do a little update because on the episode that we had around the Halloween time, we talked to Wolf about the eye contact thing because it was what me and this guy, like he said he thought I wanted to have sex with him and all those things. And I was just like, what the fuck? I also had another thought about it. Like in an episode that we recorded, you were like, well, geez, like, does he think he's that fine? And I was like, I also wonder too if because of what's online and what people assume for us to be these sexual deviants, if that also played a role in him just thinking I wanted to fuck him. So anyways, we ended up, we stopped dating in the beginning of the summer because his sons were coming to New York to spend the summer with him. And where that at first became why we stopped dating, he also ended up getting into a relationship.
Oh?
So he ended up getting into a relationship with someone who, of course, was just around, a close friend, but they ended up going from platonic friends to romantic partners. And well, they have recently broke up. So it's crazy because he hit my phone and was like, yo, like, I want to link with you next week. And I did not think anything of it. I was just like, do you? Okay. Because even though we weren't dating, I pulled up to some of his performances.
Okay, that was nice of you.
So I was like, yeah, okay, well, I won't hold my breath. He was like, nah, nigga, he set the date, the location, the time. And I was like, okay, but still didn't even know if this was a date because at the time I didn't know that he was even single. So he takes me to like this dope ass, like nostalgic ass arcade in Chinatown. So we go to Chinatown. We go to Chinatown and he whipped my ass in air hockey. I didn't even want to play air hockey no more, but he's telling me about them breaking up. And I was just like, oh, wow. So we spend the day, mind you, he had never had mango sticky rice, which I love.
Favorite.
So I got to like, you know, show him like the dessert, the Asian desserts that I love. Cause you know, I'm actually half Asian. At this point, I'm just owning it.
I love crochet for me.
And the fact that I said I'm half Asian is because it's a little bit Japanese, it's a little bit Thai, it's a little bit Vietnamese. Bitch, I like everything Asian, okay? I'm even starting to find Blasians more attractive. You saw the bartender, nigga.
Oh, I thought you meant Asian.
No, Blasian, bitch. Let's be very clear. Still like me a nigga, okay?
Asian nigga.
No, I'm good. I haven't gotten there yet.
Think about Juntao. I have
none.
With the sliced face.
Haven't gotten to
Clean
it yet.
yourself, you bleeding.
Don't want them. I like a nigga that got a little black in them. Anyway, so like we went on this date and we started like talking about the things we want. We both are in a place where we're not really looking for partners right now, but I found it interesting because I was like, is this a double back? And I wanted to know, even drop it in the comments, but after the date, I was like, wait, is this a double back? Is he circling back from me, who we've done 3 dates before, but clearly, so one of the performances that I went of his, that's where we ended up having a long conversation where I was like, nigga, I don't want to fuck you on the first date. And I said, I didn't want to fuck you when I invited you over my house either, nigga. Like, you had just moved and didn't want to spend money. And I had a bar at my house. So I was like, nigga, come to my house. That was me actually, I thought, showing interest in how much I liked you, because here we are supposed to be going on our 3rd date. And because of your financial situation, I was like, okay, then just come over. I literally said, got the rooftop, got the movie theater, got a pool. I have a game room in my fucking building.
Let me ask you this without being condescending. Serious question. You've made a lot of comments since your ex about like not wanting to date someone in a sticky financial situation.
I liked him. And I think that just shows, really, we could say what the fuck we want. We make exceptions when we want to make exceptions. And I really was interested in him. I think he's fucking gorgeous. He's beautiful. He's also an artist. So there's a creative thing there.